Hello, all. Welcome to Hockey Out Tap Podcast, episode 177, Rocky Mountain High, Utah. I'm your host, Bill Dean. I'm close with my two co-hosts, Schwim and Shorts Guy. Steven's off rampaging in North Hollywood. You can find us on we're brought to you by Primetime Radio, Chris Sam Wu. I'm Behind the Glass. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Leave us a 5-star review if you'd be ever so kind. Gentlemen, what are we drinking?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you're next to him.
I'm going to go first.
Usually
You
goes
want to go first,
guy? Yeah, whatever. I'll go first.
Sorry.
I'm going to be quick. I'm drinking the same thing as last week out of the same Mega Man 2 Woodsman glass Cold Crash
Nice.
cider because it's on tap. And I just confirmed today, I'll have a new beer, a second beer on tap by next week's show. Wait to find
Nice.
out what it's going to be. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
That's
I
exciting.
think you both need kegerators, by the way. Just
I
saying.
absolutely need a kegerator.
You know how awesome that would be? You know how drunk I'd be sometimes?
Join the club. No, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You don't always get hammered when you have a keg.
You'd be surprised when you have kids that you do just want to have some beers sometimes.
Listen, my whole
Like,
day.
Beth, it's funny because I'll just come down into the basement and grab a beer, and Beth's like, "It's one of those." I'm like, "It's one of those."
You're like, Beth is like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Listen,
it's one of those.
Listen,
Yeah, it's one of those.
I
days
understand
already.
it. My whole day is me dealing with children. So
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I
But
love
I
my
still
children.
don't get hammered every night. I know you love your
no,
children.
I'm
you
not
love
saying.
you love Sarah
not
and
saying him.
Angiris.
I love
I do. Yeah.
gears. I love
He
my
will ever
children as well.
be. Anyway, Shroom, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking thanks to a certain shorts guy.
Woo!
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
Ooh, I like
Good.
it. 61.
and it's not a Heineken dressed
Not
as
It's
Bill
not
Clinton.
Heineken dressed as a That'd be pretty good if he just took the cover of the can
somehow.
and replaced the sticker.
I wouldn't
Put a new
put it
sticker.
past you too.
That would be great. Oh my god! Now I got to try to do that.
we have to, and
Just
we have to
call
give
me out
credit
on
to my sister for picking that up for us.
Thank you,
Is-
shorts guys.
Am I gonna get mine tomorrow, maybe? Or wait, are you guys playing tomorrow or Thursday?
Esteban has them, so
Ah, all right,
Esteban and I both had one when we were in Delaware, which you both should have come to.
Should've.
And so Esteban's got them at his Casa de
Casa de
Esteban.
Esteban.
I haven't had a
Yes.
61 in so long.
How's it taste?
Tastes pretty good.
Nice.
Tastes like cherry.
Nice
Well,
and fresh.
it's a little bit
grape.
of cherry, right? Grape.
No,
yeah.
it's
No,
grape.
it's-
I think
It's
mostly.
grape.
Yeah.
Not
Pinot
bad.
Noir, grape must.
I also have courtesy of one SG Black Tag.
Woo!
Going for the Imperial Stout.
I'm sure that was my
Nice.
sister that grabbed that for us as well. So
DFH4 Life.
She's
this
our
is a-
dogfish.
She's
beer mule. She's our dogfish head beer mule.
beer mule. I've been noticing. I've been drinking a lot of heavy porters stouts recently. This is 9%.
getting to be
Like
that time
last
of year.
week I had 14. Yeah, lots of fun.
What is this? This is like 6.5. Not bad. Not like that.
Well,
Should be-
let's
it should
get
be
to
6.1%, but they missed that opportunity.
yeah, really. All right, let's get to what's on tap for today's episode. Here's a weekly snapshot. Boys, week 1 is in the books. It was
Yep.
an exciting, fun-filled week of hockey. I was at the game for the Rangers on Saturday. Unfortunately, they did lose to the Utah Hockey Club, which, by the way, different vibes you get from this team. They do feel, and I know they lost today to the Devils, but
Yes, they
you
did.
do feel like this team has kind of just a monkey off the back. Like they had that 5,000-pound weight, and now it's lifted off, and they're just playing freely. Dylan Gunther
Having fun.
is
Yep.
leading
I feel
goals
bad.
right now.
I feel bad for the people of
Arizona.
Arizona. I feel bad.
Yeah.
I really do.
If you're an Arizonan who had their team, do you root for them? Do you still?
It's
like
tough.
it is,
I
right?
guarantee there's some people that would, because, okay, that's still our team. But there's other people who hate the ownership and the way everything was handled so
Yeah.
much that they're like, no, I'm out. I'm not rooting for this team.
Yeah.
But it's
a good
it's
assessment.
not. What I was saying is, if it was the same owner and he relocated, I could see you hating him. It's a completely different owner.
Yeah.
They
That's
still
why I see a lot of people
bought them away
possibly
from you, though.
still liking them.
They
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, but I mean, what are they going to say? No, we're not going to.
It's tough. I mean, it's
And they're still having arena problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that.
Well,
Yeah.
not nearly
The
as bad.
seating. Not nearly like capacity.
Well, yeah, it's for the fan
but which
experience.
is
Yeah, it's just,
which is
the
which
view.
is funny
Can't
because
see the ice.
they
It's
had
horrible.
those same seating issues in one of the arenas that they were in Phoenix,
Ugh.
where you would be sitting and you would lose that view of the net if you were on the one end. I remember this because we played them on Thanksgiving one year, I think it was, and they were talking about it. This is years ago. But yeah, it's kind of odd that they have the same exact issues in their new arena that they had years ago. It's same. But yeah, I got a feel for the people of Arizona that lost their team. I mean, I know what it's like to almost lose your team. I couldn't imagine to actually lose your team. It's.
I was hoping.
It sucks. But... You were hoping what? We would move?
Absolutely.
The best thing when I was when Islanders were having that really bad run of like ownership and just they were talking about going to
Kansas City.
Kansas City, yeah. And I just pulled out the Kansas City chance, and I can't. And this was as a Flyers game versus the Islanders, and they were. I swear, I thought I had like 50 Islanders fans that wanted to murder me, and I was so drunk. It was a bachelor party, so we were all rooting for the Flyers. That was the first time in my life I ever rooted for the Flyers.
It would have been. You would have been just absolutely assaulted with Coors Light silver bullet cans, by
Taste the Rockies.
Depp hair gel wearing bros.
Yes.
You'd probably be assaulted by Flyers fans also, because
they were just jumping on the melee.
Yeah, they don't care.
They're like, oh, someone's fresh body to beat. Let's go.
Yeah,
they don't. So obviously Utah, that's a big story. There's a couple of the teams that are undefeated. We'll get on in a second.
No more.
Utah's no more. I don't know if you guys saw, but Giga Dro served as a guest coach. Giga Dro served as a guest coach for the Blue Jackets, which is really cool.
Yeah, really cool.
In Columbus, he joined practice, and obviously Johnny Matthew.
He was also in Philly, right? They invited him to.
Yes,
he was in Philly. He came to practice too.
Yeah, Torts invited him.
Yeah,
because he's a hockey guy. He's a Philly hockey coach. He has been doing it for a while. He coaches Suns for a little while down there too, South Jersey, Philly area. But yeah, he's a rink rat, and everybody's pulling for him. And I saw Monahan get their Columbus does some donkey hat in honor of Gaudreau because he used to call guys donkeys. So they do this donkey hat or this ass hat, and Monahan got it the first one, and he said it was emotional first game back, but he loves it there. And I have heard, and Columbus is a great place to play, especially not only just the fans are good, but just the organization's top notch. So I can obviously see why players do love it there and want to continue to sometimes play there. It's getting the free agents to sign there. I think when you think of markets, right? It's Columbus, but
odd enough for Columbus. It's one of those cities where the U.S. men's soccer team does incredibly well.
Yeah,
because of its location, like U.S., Mexico, and Columbus. I think is one of the few places in the country where it's predominantly U.S. fans. For some reason, Columbus and the U.S. national team is like, I don't know what it is, but they like to play there. But going back to Mr. Gaudreau going to to the Flyers practice, I think I can speak for the three of us here and probably for Esteban as well. Whenever we've had tough times, going to the rink was always an escape for us. Being on the rink, being on the ice, being on the on the inline rink, I know for me was a massive escape when it was needed, and I would imagine for the two of you and Esteban as well.
Yeah.
So good on Mr. Gaudreau just getting out there because it's hockey. We all love the sport, and it's just it's an escape.
It is. As the Jets start, and I see Fireman Ed, his stupid bald head, doing Jets chant start off.
This is a
Rangers
hockey show.
1-1 versus Detroit.
We talked about the Mets last night on the Let's Go Devils podcast pretty extensively.
I saw that. I heard it.
And we won again tonight. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Also, you got Penguins 157 in the left in the first. They're up 2-0. Islanders start at 9 o'clock versus the Avs.
Go
we had-
Avs. Go
Please,
Avs.
please, Avs, do something. Do not,
Yes.
Georgiev,
Yeah.
can you not get pulled, please?
He's been horrible.
Oh
We'll get to
my
him in a
God.
minute. He's been god awful.
He's killing me, my
Devils-
fantasy team.
Devils beat Utah 3-0. Panthers
Yes, we
beat the
did.
Bruins 4-3. And did you guys see the Kings Senators game?
Yeah,
Oh,
8-7.
Yeah.
It-
Oh my
And
gosh.
that game
Freaking
in the
great.
second period, I think they scored 7 goals in like 11 minutes. It was
Nuts.
just an absolute,
There was
beast
no
of a game.
goalies in that game.
No, no
it was
goalies.
not a goaltending duel. It was
No.
not.
No.
They were
It
playing
was
on
not.
empty nets.
Oh.
Yeah. So first period, you had 3 goals scored, 2 by Florida. Or sorry, 2 by the Kings, 1 by Ottawa. And then second period, it goes Kempe, McEwen, Laferriere, Batherson, Shabbat, Fiala, McEwen again, Laferriere, and they just. And then finally, you have the Josh Norris who gets a second in overtime to win. It was a very exciting game. Stutzler with 3
Kings-
apples.
The Kings had 7 goals on 26 shots. That's like a roller
Yeah.
hockey game right
That's
there.
nuts.
Yep,
Holy
7
crap,
goals
at
on
least
26,
Senators
and Ottawa
41.
had 8 on 41. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 on 41.
Kemper's
That's at
Shrimp,
least
Tanner
a little
Jean-
bit more
Tanner
respectable.
Jeannot with a goal,
Yeah,
tied
the
at
tying
7-7
goal,
to
right?
force
Yeah.
overtime. Yeah.
Woo.
Jeez.
Hey,
Who cares?
whatever pick
Senators
you get
fans
back
got their
from,
money today.
it's gonna be a big one.
Yep. I think it's in this upcoming draft, the pick that they got back for that trade.
Yeah.
Wow, you're gonna have
Hey.
a draft pick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't
they
that
gave-
crazy?
They gave up 7 to get him, and they got back
Yeah.
1 to give him
They
away.
got one back. It's an even trade, right?
It's
For a guy
Yeah.
who's
trade.
pretty much injured the whole time. He was at Tampa, barely played.
Hey, don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You're gonna get laughed for whatever for a
It's true.
7th round pick in 2030.
Listen, you trust in Breezeball, but that might have been a flunk.
There's-
That's a big solid F.
They're not all. They're not all.
Yeah.
They're not all
He's-
fleeces like they do
Yeah.
with the Rangers.
Yeah, he's done. I was say, yeah, he's done really well in his career, but that
Most of
might
his
not
trades
be a
are-
good one.
Decent. That one is. That one's like a. Ugh.
Yeah,
Pretty bad.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stank on that one.
Yeah,
Uh,
but they got rid of also in that trade. They traded what's his face, Cal Foote, who
Calfoot.
we all know got in trouble with all those other guys for
Yeah.
doing unpleasant things to
Yep.
somebody. Yes. So
Well.
You had Reinhardt scoring twice, both in shorthanded, to get the
2 shorthanded
Panthers
goals.
past the Bruins.
Jesus.
Yeah, 2 shorthanded. Patrick Waugh will be back in Colorado with the Islanders tonight. And then obviously the Allen shutout had their first loss of the inaugural season for Utah Hockey Club. We'll go over some other quick teams, but did you guys see Ovechkin shifting to the right wing for the Caps' second game?
No.
No.
So it's the first time he's played on the right wing versus the left side since his rookie year.
Left-handed shot.
no,
No, he's a righty playing on
He's
the
a
left
righty.
wing.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, because he plays on his off
Yeah,
white wing so
he
that he can get
plays-
the
yeah.
shot off.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And more than a decade since he played right wing
All right. So then
instead
his
of his usual
goal,
left.
that goal record is safe for this season. Then, if he's not
Yeah.
playing on his normal spot,
The
don't think
next
he's gonna-
year, so playing in the same spot, he scored a league best 51 goals. So I guess he's hoping to maybe get a spark here.
We'll see.
we shall see.
Age
hope he does.
39. I don't want him to get it. I think it's funny if he just didn't get it.
He's
they're
gonna
just
get it.
so
There's no
goddamn
way
awful.
He will play as
not
long
gonna
as
stop playing
Jaromir
at
Jagr.
Yeah, he'll go to
He will
50.
play as
Will not
long
stop
as
playing.
Jaromir
Yeah.
Jagr
Get like
scoring
2 goals a
empty
year.
net goals only. He will only go on empty net situations
There you go.
just to like grind his way to that record.
And he should be out there anytime there's an
at
empty net. He should be out there.
67. At 67, he's going to get it.
Also,
Yeah,
Florida.
that's a game I want to see. I want to see a 67-year-old Ovechkin breaking Gretzky's record.
Yes.
That'd
It'll be like
amazing.
when Gordie. It'll be like when Gordie Howe played for the Whalers.
Yeah.
when he
him and
was
his
at
like
the end of his
2
career.
sons, right?
Yeah,
They were all together.
Yeah, it was Mark Howe and Gordy, and I forgot the other kid's name, but
I
Mark Howe
can't
was
remember
obviously
the.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I remember Mark Howe. That's the only one I remember. It was Gordie, Mark, and someone else. The other guy.
I forgot that Panthers got their win without Kachuk and Barkov. Barkov out a few weeks, and then Kachuk
Yeah, he's out
is
for a
missing a
while.
week for illness. Yeah. Well, they actually thought at first that
I thought it was gonna be worse.
Barkov would be out a lot longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were worried about that. But luckily, it's not as bad.
And of course, he's on my team.
Yeah, Macklin Celebrini on injured reserve. He's been out.
Another
He's going to be out for
my
a
team.
few weeks. Sharks.
What happened to him?
He fell into the boards, right?
He was going into that first game questionable. They were saying, "Oh, he's dealing with like a lower body injury," and he ended up played pretty well.
And then he got hurt. Yeah.
And then something happened, and he probably tweaked it or something, and now he's been out.
Yeah, that's
sucks.
not good.
Yeah,
because that was going to be San Jose's savior for this season.
Yeah,
I mean, he still is their savior, right? That's the only thing.
I gotta imagine jersey sales are pretty high, but
yeah, that's why Utah. I mean, Utah. They know they're going to be the Yeti, right? But they.
I still think should be the Super Soakers.
That'd be.
I think it should be the Stormin' Mormons.
Stormin' Mormons.
Come on, that's catchy.
It is catchy.
Obviously going to be the Yeti, but they're going to make out big time because obviously people are buying their jerseys now, and then you're going to buy another one.
I might have to pick one up. I might have to. Unfortunately, I've gotten into collecting jerseys because of that Adidas fire sale, so I might have to pick up a Utah jersey.
Nice. When are you get your Ranger one?
That'll never happen. But I did pick this up. Hold on. Let me show you. I did pick this up at one point. Oh, there go my hats. I have.
Ooh,
the
nice.
goats. Is that the owner?
Nice.
No, it's a blank. It's just a blank.
Yeah. Okay.
But
you should have put them around the man cave.
Yeah, I guess I am. I don't know.
I mean, if you're going to get every jersey, you have to get the Rangers.
I'm not going to get every jersey, but
you should get every jersey but the Rangers.
The Rangers.
But the Rangers and the Islanders, I'm not getting either of them. I'm not spending my money. I'm not spending my money to burn it.
I'll give you.
I do have a great picture of me burning a Messier jersey, though. That's a fantastic picture.
Max Pedanoff says celebrating his first goal was atrocious. Yes, it was. It was a spinorama pass that just went on net and off the defensive skate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was after that one, there was like a thread on Facebook about like worst first
good.
goal
By
ever.
the way,
a bunch of them. And
good friend of the podcast, Max, finds it comical you trying to get me to buy a Ranger jersey there, Billy Bean. Just send me that text message right now.
It is. I mean, I got to try. It's a funny little, Max, you should buy one too.
No, Max will never do
Nobody
that.
should.
McDavid, so far goalless. He's had a couple bad games, but we'll see how
the Oilers
turns
have had
on.
All bad games. Aren't they 0-3?
Yes,
with 2 goals
Oilers
scored
have
or something?
not been good.
Oof.
Or 3 goals in 3 games or something?
Yeah.
Stanley Cup hangover for them, maybe?
Yeah. Slow start. Yeah.
Eichel leading the league in points with Stefan Nason tied for second with 6.
How great
is that including today, though? Did Nason have like a couple points today?
He had a goal and assist. I think it was 2. He's got 2 and 4.
Something like that,
right? 5 games.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about
ESPN actually updated stats for once. What?
About Rookie of the Year, Seamus Casey over there.
I saw that.
He's friggin' doing real good.
Yeah.
Have a good year, but
yeah. Guess who picked him up off of waivers?
Dean?
Not the guy who has every single defensive.
This guy,
New Jersey Devil.
I only have Jack Timo, Seamus Casey, and Jake Allen.
Oh no, only those. The only ones that are
not one Ranger though. Not one Ranger.
That's the way to do it if you want to win.
Yep. I would pass a bunch of Sturkin too. Just on principle.
Pretty sure I don't. Oh no, I do. I have. No one really cares about fantasy hockey, by the way. I'm pretty sure I have
one Ranger. But he's a future Tampa Bay Lightning, so that's okay.
Future TBL.
Yes. Laugh. Yeah. So I'm allowed.
I had a flyer, but I dropped him because it auto drafted
bitch.
a flyer for me at the end of the.
I forgot to put in Stutzla in my other league.
Garrett.
Cockbag. Lost 3 assists. I have Mercer in one league.
Okay, that's a good pick.
He's kind of not been great so far to start off.
He'll be good,
but
good.
Hopefully not. Hopefully I put the kibosh on his goodness, and I'll just hold on to him the entire year just so that he sucks. That'd be. I mean, that's really a big fan right there. I should, right? He's got a goal and assist, -1. Yeah. All right, so Eichel 7 points, 1 goal, 6 assists. He leads the league in assists. You have Logan Cooley with 5 assists. He's been playing really well. Goals, obviously, Gunther, five tallies, 0 apps. You got Scheifele with 4 tucks, including that one. Did you guys see where they pulled the goalie for
Winnipeg?
2 seconds left? And with 2 seconds left, and he just
nice.
ripper.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was a very good,
perfect face-off win. Boom, goal.
Yep. Caulfield and Paul Cotter, more 2, each 4. So looking pretty good. Goaltending, obviously we're quick, early in the season.
It's early yet.
Hellebuck and Connor Ingham both with 3 wins. Connor Hellebuck, .66 goals against, 83 saves, including a shutout. He's been ridiculous, 976 save percentage. So that's why Winnipeg is doing so well. A couple other shutouts, obviously the Rangers. Shesterkin has 1. Talbot, DeSmith, Montebeau,
Jake Allen.
Jake Allen now.
Jake Allen. Lucas Dostal.
Which, by the way, Jake Allen now has wins against 33 different franchises as of today.
Nice.
So he's beaten every franchise.
Every team, including Utah.
I didn't know he's been around long enough to.
He has.
He has.
34.
He's like, I was going to say, like mid-30s.
He's 34. Right? He's younger than us, but he's been around the league for a while.
True.
Yeah, because Arizona's would be 32, and now Utah's 33.
Mm-hmm.
So makes sense. Great podcasting. Sorry, I was
silence. Way to go. Silence.
Yeah.
I thought you were
beautiful. Beautiful thoughts.
I'll fill in the silence with just obnoxious belches.
Or Simpsons quotes.
When we need one. Or a Simpsons quote. Absolutely.
All right, so we talked about
for a quarter, they'd say.
From A Apple to Z Zebra, Baby's first pop-up book is a great read.
Bart, are you telling me that you read a book intended for children? Most of it.
I was just watching that episode last night. That's a great episode.
That's a great
Simpsons.
What do you call it?
Treehouse.
Yep.
Treehouse. At Billy Dean, are you afraid of the Devils this year? No, because you guys need to prove that you can actually Max on YouTube Live. By the way, send us messages. YouTube Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. I'm going through. Brooke Amanda, we shut out the team that scored 6 goals on Igor. That felt good. Well, you didn't watch the game because the defense was atrocious, and it was not Igor's fault.
I knew Brooke Amanda would be shining in.
That game on Saturday was actually crazy because the Rangers actually controlled play for the most part. They just had lapses and lapses and lapses. It just was a disaster. And Mika Zibanejad sucks.
Capitalized.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on with Zib lately?
He's been horrible.
Is Trouba still in your lineup?
Yeah, he's actually played pretty well.
Does he have more goals than Zibanejad?
He has. I don't know. Did he score? When did he?
I thought Trouba scored, actually.
He may have. I'm blanking.
What about Matt Quick? Did he make the team, or did they send him down?
Matt Quick?
Yeah. The oldest Quick child, Matt Rempe Quick.
Oh, yeah, no. He played yesterday. He played actually on Saturday, which sucked. Adam Edstrom actually had the fighting major in Utah's game. He beat the crud out of Jimmy McBain. He got 15 because he also.
You sent us a video of that. You sent us a video.
Yeah,
that was nuts.
Yeah, it was the second. It was the second fight, so he actually got booted. But Trouba has 3 assists, and
Zib has nothing.
No goals. Zib has 0.
Is he still your captain?
0 points.
Atrocious. He is still the captain. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to strip him of that, even though they try to trade him. But
I'm surprised. I kind of.
Rempe played 3 minutes and 40 seconds on Saturday.
And how many times did MSG faithful chant his name to see?
I cannot tell you how many times they didn't really chant his name, but how many times the guy behind me, the biggest dumbass in the whole arena, was just talking about how Rempe's playing well. And I'm like, he's like a deer on the ice. Like,
wouldn't he be playing well?
He's all over those
plays 3 minutes.
It's horrible. Some people are so stupid. It's amazing.
Did you see his commercial, by the way?
Yes, it's actually
a commercial.
It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, he has a commercial. It's actually pretty funny.
I sent it to you on the
Did you? I've had no time to watch anything
watch
or
it. It's actually pretty
check
good.
in on anything. I've had no
Yeah,
time.
more afraid than last year.
His commercial is
little
longer
bit,
than
yes,
his ice
sure.
time.
Yeah, Brooke says 3 minutes and 40 seconds too many. I agree with you, Brooke. Very much agree with you.
3 minutes and 41
bring him on the
seconds
ice more.
Scotty Brodzinski should play more.
Let him take more time from better players and then trade Laugh.
Brett Berard. Oh my god.
Trade Laugh so that Rempe has a.
He's just a side. He's a freak show, right? You go to the circus to look at this idiot play hockey.
It's what some of us refer to as the freak show.
You know, I don't see. I like Rempe as a kid, and his story was very nice.
It was great for that first 15 minutes.
I don't know who I hate more as a hockey player, him or Tanner Glass.
Oh man,
it's getting up there. Like I can't stand it, and I feel bad because I do like Rempe, and I probably would like Tanner Glass because he'd make me a good smoothie. But it's so awful.
If you're comparing Rempe to Tanner Glass, I know that hate is real. I know that hate is real.
That's real. Yeah, and like I said, it's not to him. It's to our stupid coach and the organization that is like, oh, this
more
kid's
your
ready.
owner than your coach.
He's not ready to play hockey. Just crazy.
Not for nothing though. I'd take him on Toothless or Bone Storm.
Well, you beat the crap out of everybody in the ring. I don't know. I think some of us could get around him though. That skating style is pretty bad.
I doubt it. He skates circles around all of us, probably.
Yeah,
maybe. All right, so I wanted to go over quickly with you guys. We talked. We did our preview last year for the season, but when we talk about playoffs and kind of our projections on things, for me, I think the East is almost set. I think there's when you think about the teams, Toronto, Florida Panthers, Bruins, Lightning, right? That's the 4 in the Atlantic. And then Metro, Jersey, Rangers, and Carolina Hurricanes. And then I think it's between roughly, Ottawa Senators, maybe Buffalo Sabres, I think are going to turn this around. But I think they're 2 of the teams, maybe Detroit. Like that last spot's the one up for grabs, right?
Yeah.
If you look in the West, you have Dallas and Winnipeg. And I guess you would say Colorado, even though they're not doing great right now. And then the Pacific, you have Vegas and Vancouver, as well as the Oilers. But there's a bunch of teams in that middle. Utah, St. Louis, Minnesota, Nashville, the Kings. That
it's going to be a good battle, the West.
Yeah, right? It's going to be more of a turnover, I think, in the West than you would in the East. Although I did my bold predictions, we'll get those in a little bit. 2 teams that weren't in the playoffs last year will make the playoffs this year, so we'll go for that in a second. But what did you guys think, about the West and the East and kind of where you could see teams lining up?
I mean, I think you pretty much nailed it on the head. I think Ottawa could potentially reach that playoff spot that we've talked about. We've talked about in the past, in the last 2 years, about them potentially being that sneaky team.
Yeah.
I think it's still way early to, it's still way early in the season, obviously, but with the way they're playing I think what's telling is Ullmark extended for 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. I was surprised.
Were we talking about that last week about Ullmark being on the 1 year?
Yeah, we thought
and then it was like the next day.
Yeah,
the next day it was the 4 years, the 4-year extension. So there's something he sees there to want to hitch his wagon to Ottawa for right now. So they could potentially be that because they have goaltending, and I don't think they've really had goaltending for the last couple of years. And I was listening to some analysis on the radio the other day, how Jacques Martin kind of was instituting a defensive scheme, and now Travis Green is kind of going with it. So it seems to be like that team, which, between Stützle and Tkachuk, and they've got some young players that can do very well. They could absolutely be that last team. It would be my hope is that I hope that it's a battle for who wants into that last spot this year, unlike last season, which was a battle for, who could lose one game less to get that spot, is what it seemed like. at the end of the season, like no team wanted to grasp it. They all wanted to just lose their way to potentially having it. It's the best way to put it. I don't know, but I honestly haven't seen much from the West with the way my schedule's been in the last couple of days. The East has been more of what I've been able to focus on. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to the West. I heard a little bit of Edmonton's home opener last week on the radio coming home from the Mets game, but that was about it. So I'm gonna have to coming up this week. I'll have some more time to actually sit down and watch some hockey, which will be nice.
Right now, in the West, obviously the Avalanche are doing pretty bad 0-2, but they're too good of a team, top bottom, to play this bad. Same thing with Nashville. Two teams that we think to play in the playoffs.
The Avs are like one of those teams that like they can start 0-5 and everyone will be like, they'll be fine.
Oilers, same thing, right? Last year, I think the Oilers were horrible. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. And then they make the coaching change, and then boom.
Yeah.
Knoblauch
this time.
Yeah, well, we'll see if Knoblauch can actually do it for real. Like it could have been a very long extended dead cat bounce for Knoblauch, but now that he got an extension, correct? In Edmonton?
Yeah, Knoblauch, yep.
Yeah, so now he's got to put up or shut up with the extension.
Yeah. Oilers 0-3. We talked about Avalanche, Nashville, Hurricanes, and Capitals, but they only played one game. And Buffalo's 1-3. Leaders division, Toronto 2-1, tied with Montreal and with Ottawa. Devils 4-1. They played 5 games. Everyone else in the division has played 3 or 2.
Top of the league, baby.
Top
of the league.
You get that President's Trophy, bud. Get it. Grab that curse. Dallas Stars and Winnipeg 3-0, and Utah Hockey Club 3-1, both with 6 points in the Central, and then in the Pacific, you have the Golden Knights 3-0 and the Calgary Flames 3-0.
Hey, Huberdeau has been getting There's points a goal on my fantasy team.
Yeah, he's coming back around again.
Chris Kreider for presence, goal for the Rangers 2-1.
Is this to buy future Tampa Bay Lightning laugh?
Yeah, Huberdeau though 3 goals, 5 points on the season. Martin Pospisil with 4 apples.
I'm hoping to hand
Kreider with a deflection.
I'm hoping to hand good friend of the podcast, JJ, his first loss of the season this week.
I love JJ.
So do I.
No, I don't love JJ Paterka. He's been injured. That's kind of sucks.
Oh. Let's see. Matchup.
All right, so we talked about that, and now we're going to do some fun stuff. As usual, our NHL 2024-2025 predictions for the season. Now, I just want to go on and we'll do this real fast.
Steven's got to get his in next week.
Got a point. No way.
Yep, Zib. I know, finally. It's amazing.
Cool.
I did ask Steven. He did not get him to me, but he will get him to me soon. So last year, if we remember what we had.
I don't.
MVP.
I don't either.
Who was the MVP of the league last year?
McKinnon.
McKinnon.
I don't remember these things.
I said Point. Steven said Robertson. Schwim said Jack Hughes, and Shorts guy said Jack Hughes.
You're welcome.
Norris.
I was wrong.
Which would be Norris was won by one.
Yossi won it.
Was it Yossi? Oh, man, I should have
I don't remember.
Stupid NHL awards.
Or Makar. No, it wasn't Makar, was it?
Anyway,
I think it was Yossi, right? I'm pretty sure he won. No.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I should have
had this
put all this
prepared.
down.
Should have researched this before the
real dumbass. Yeah, so Hart was McKinnon. Norris was Quinn Hughes.
Huge shit.
I picked Darlene.
I don't remember that at all. Jesus.
Yeah, I picked Darlene. Steve picked Yossi. Schwim picked Heiskanen, and Shorts guy picked Carlson. Vezina, which went to Mr. Connor Hellebuck. I took Shesterkin. Steve's took Sorokin, and both you two took Ottinger. Rookie of the year, I took Devon Levi. Steve took Fantilli. Shrimp took Logan Cooley, and Shorts guy took Bedard. Obviously, Bedard won. Wait, no, sorry. Did Bedard win? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he won rookie.
Rookie of the year, he won Rookie of the Year at Game 1 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Game 1. Rocker Richard obviously won. Toronto.
Matthews.
Marner.
I took
whatever.
point. I took point. Steve took Robertson. Schwim took point, and Schwartzguy took McDavid. We won't get in the Stanley Cups because no one cares. We were all wrong. But this year, we didn't make our picks. So without further ado, for Rockey Richard, the goal scoring leaders. Now I wrote this down, by the way. I did not just do this, and I have a photo of it timestamped from last week when I actually did it for the show. So on my thing, I actually put for Rockey Richard, I picked Kyle Connor, but right underneath, I put Dylan Guenther in parentheses.
Okay.
And he's been on there for a while. So I have the photo timestamp showing it. And that was before he went on his tear. So I did put it on there because I was like, oh, he could score 50. That's but I have Kyle Connor. What would be your Jones picks?
I got to think. Shortsguy, you go first.
This is for Richard, right?
Yes.
Rockey Richard.
Rockey Richard, potential Rockey Richard winner. Man. Going into the season.
I know who I like.
Well,
yeah, you say you go because I can't.
A guy who scored. I think he scored. How many scored last year? 59, I think, or I don't know. But he scored a lot, and it was surprising. Sam Reinhart.
Yep.
He had a bunch of goals last year. Maybe he can improve on that. I'm going to go with him. And Florida maybe gets off to kind of a slow start, but then they pick it up like mid-season towards the end.
It's kind of like the Florida Panther way.
He's on fire. He's going to score 60 plus.
Ooh. So I'm going to write that down. 60 plus.
60 plus. Maybe.
Bold move.
Yeah, I say Kyle Connor
61.
gets like 57, 56.
61.
All right. Rockey Richard. I'm terrible at doing this.
Last year you did pick McDavid.
I did pick McDavid, which is kind of like an easy one to pick.
Yeah. Kind of fun with these.
Yeah. I'm going to pick a wrong answer. I'm going to pick a wrong answer because
only.
We all pick wrong answers.
Wrong answer only. Cotter, because he's
Cotter
lighting it up for us.
Wait, if the award was given today, would he win it?
Yeah. No, he'd still lose to Guenther.
Still be out.
Oh my God.
He's on pace to win it though.
You can find you could have picked another guy on your team. You would have a better shot.
Yeah, I know.
I'll put him in parentheses. Who's your real pick?
You know what? I'll say that I'm going to go 2 years in a row, McDavid.
McDavid, okay, that's fine.
He's got something to prove after losing in the Cup Finals last year.
Rookie of the year. I'll let you guys go first, and then I'll tell you mine.
The frick? You should pick your boy, Shortsguy.
That's what I'm thinking.
Tearing it up
Seamus
right now.
Casey could potentially be a dark horse in that. Yeah. He could potentially be a dark horse if he keeps this up. So we'll see. Because he's looked pretty damn good. You never know.
Yeah. Schwim?
I don't know how long what's his face? Celebrini's could be out. I don't think it's long term, but I want to go with him, but that seems just like, like last year, like picking Bedard. It's
like
easy.
Bedard, like when I picked Bedard.
I picked Mishkov, so
that's a good one. What about what's his face? Stankoven? Is he considered a rookie?
Stankoven is a rookie. Yeah.
I'll go with him.
Right.
I'll go with him.
That's right. He is. He is.
I like him.
He's very good. A very good player. Yeah, big time. He's just fun to watch. He's little ball of fire. Yeah, very, very good pick. All right. Let's go with Norris. I picked Dahlin again.
Wow.
I'm going back to the well. So Rasmus Dahlin. Right now, let's see here. Who's top defenseman points guys? Rasmus Anderson. He has 5. Shea Theodore.
He's been doing
Actually,
really
he was
well,
the other guy I could have picked. 5. Justin Falk 4. Seth Jones 4. Morrissey 4. Cale Makar 4. It's easy pick. Cale Makar. Lane Hudson.
I like
Morrissey.
I like him to get over the
Morrissey.
Scorsy. Norrisy.
What the hell? Seth Jones.
Wow.
Seth Jones.
I like it.
Shorts guy coming in firing right now. I like it. Paul Cotter. You got me on that one, man. That was not a name. I was expecting you to say Hughes, and that just threw me through a loop.
He's on pace to win it.
Yeah,
he is on pace to win it.
All right, Vezina, Schwim.
Crap.
Max says Morrissey as well.
Nice, Max. Thank you.
Vezina.
And
I love
Brooke,
your support.
Says James Casey.
There you go.
Rocket, Max says Caulfield, by the way.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good
I
one.
like that.
That's a good one.
Definitely. I can see that.
Yeah, his team stinks. So I just it's
but
gonna be
he
hard
can
to
still
get
score
goals.
a ton of goals for that team.
Yeah,
Good.
I think it'd have to be a down scoring year for him to lead.
Yeah, which could happen. You never know.
Yeah,
What are we doing? Vezina?
Vezina.
Definitely not picking Georgiev, that's for sure. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like the same old.
Max says his goals against is .66, so I'm thinking he's saying he's Hellbook.
Hellbook's probably like your surefire guess if you really want to win this thing. I could see him winning it again, but I don't want to pick him, even though I could see him winning it again this year. I'll go with. I'm going to go with my boy here. Bounce back season. Why not? Yeah, bounce back year. Prove all the haters wrong.
Shorts.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go.
Jake
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm gonna go out there and say, because he brings them to the playoffs for the first time forever, Olmark.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it. So, and this leads to my MVP conversation. I'm taking Shesterkin. And fine homer, whatever. But my reasoning is pretty simple. A, the Rangers suck without him. B, he is looking to get the highest paid contract in NHL history for a goaltender. Not only for a goaltender, but he wants to be up there with Draisaitl and McKinnon. So he's going to have
6 against Utah.
one game. That just kind of doesn't really help me in my book here. But he needs to have a big season. And if you're going to get paid to be the best, you have to have a big season. So I'm taking him, and I also put him in parentheses for my MVP pick because I think that it could very well happen. But MVP, I took Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov. Okay. I think he has a monster year.
That's a good one. That's a possibility.
Okay.
I like possibility.
Yeah,
I like it too.
I'm trying to pick somebody different. I don't want to pick the same people. I don't want to pick like McKinnon or Kucherov or McDavid.
Well, we try to stay away from McDavid because he's obviously the number one that you'd ever just say.
Yeah.
Who's like a dark horse MVP?
And by the way, Kaprizov also wants to get paid. So
Paul Cotter's the dark horse candidate.
That's true. I could go him.
You could.
I could go that way. That seems too easy. He's so good.
It does.
Man, I want to pick somebody different here.
And Brooke asked, does other sports have as many random awards? Yes, they do. Every sport has a boatload of stupid participation trophy awards to give out. So
but the NHL's trophies are the best.
They are
the best looking. That's still one of my big memories from '95. Was right before Game 4. They had all of the trophies on display at one of the hotels outside of the Meadowlands.
Nice.
And my dad took me there before we went to the game, and that was when I got to see up close the Prince of Wales Trophy, which is my, Stanley Cup aside, the Prince of Wales Trophy is my favorite looking trophy because of the detail. If you only see it when you look at the Prince of Wales Trophy up close, the crystal ice detail on that trophy is incredible.
I think they used to bring them to the Cup Finals, right? Didn't they used to bring them and then put them all next to each other?
They did in '95. But the detail on the Prince of Wales Trophy, it's like, hey, you look at the Campbell Bowl, it's like, ugh. You look at that Prince of Wales Trophy, it's like, it's a shame that no one wants to touch it because it's such a beautiful trophy.
It is. They're so awesome. I love the images of the guys next to them, and there's the one. What is it? The Lady Bing looks like the flower like the flower that's kind of like
we get some of the best. But the even the Vezina trophy with George Vezina, a picture of him on the trophy, it's just so cool.
Everything's a cup or some monster.
It's just something.
The Conn Smythe one has a giant leaf on it.
Yep, because it's Maple Leaf Gardens on there.
Yeah,
it's incredible. I love our trophies. I love our trophies.
They're pretty damn awesome.
They're bar none the best.
Yeah, obviously the Norris I was a big fan of too.
I'm still trying to think of an MVP here.
Yeah, I was buying some time here. Let's go.
How about? How about this one? It's a little bit. I don't think it's going to happen, but I just want to pick somebody different. Winnipeg Jets, I think, could have a pretty good season this year, riding Connor Hellebuck. Although I'm not saying Hellebuck, but him having a really good season, them having a good season. Maybe friggin' out of nowhere, Mark Scheifele has a career unbelievable year, and he's like he has his best year of his life, and he is one of the top Scheifele. 3 for the MVP. He's going to him and Hellebuck carry that team. Let's go, Mark Scheifele.
Yeah, let's
do something different. Switch it up.
Right. Shorts.
MVP brings the Rangers to the playoffs. Matt Rempe. No, I'm kidding. I would never pick him for anything.
3 minutes a night. He's scoring.
No, I'm going to say Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk.
Okay.
Matthew.
Like
Matthew.
Tkachuk. Tkachuk. And we'll get the rest from Steve. All right. Bold predictions. So you're going to go bold with this. Obviously, Paul Cotter, Shorts guy already put his out there. But
that is bold.
One good
bold
prediction and one bad bold prediction. So I'll go first. So my bad bold prediction, I say the Kings and Jets both miss the playoffs.
Wow.
Ooh,
okay.
And then my good prediction, I say both Utah, I already said this before, and Buffalo make the playoffs. Buffalo ends the drought.
Ooh. Okay.
I agree with 50% of that.
All right, so let's see your
time. It works every time.
Yeah, 50% of the time. I am always wrong. So let's get some bold and good and
predictions.
Bad. So what's your bad prediction, or what's your predictions that will affect hurt a team or a player?
Let's see. I have a bold. Can I make a ridiculous bold prediction?
Absolutely, this is bold.
Oh yeah, this is the point of it.
This one is based in Fantasyland, and it's absolutely 100% not going to happen. But I think good thing Steven's not here. The Pittsburgh Penguins absolutely suck this year, and they trade Sidney Crosby to the Colorado Avalanche
at the deadline. Wow!
At the deadline, Crosby gets traded to go play with McKinnon.
I love it. That's fantastic.
It's not
Shorts,
but it's fun. We're having a good time. Fantastic. We're all friends here, okay?
We are all friends. We are all
Although
friends.
you just single-handedly took your best friend's best player.
That's true. Well, he's not here, so it doesn't count. If he's not on the pod,
it doesn't count.
All right.
Yeah,
he's got to be on the pod.
It's true. Hopefully, he's not listening to this.
My good bold prediction. I'm going to go with my bad bold prediction.
That was it.
That was my bad one.
All right. Yep. Yeah. So you got to come up with your good bold prediction. My bad bold prediction. Lafreniere traded to Tampa so that Matt Rempe can get more ice time.
What, 4.5 minutes instead of 3?
5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh my God! And he'll get in a fight.
All right, what's your good stupid predictions, you jerks?
My good bold prediction. Calgary makes the playoffs.
I like that.
What? Wow.
Okay.
CGY playoff bound.
Yep.
I like
Led
that.
by Jonathan Huberdeau.
Could you imagine he's like glory. He wins the MVP.
I'll take
brings it to the playoffs.
I'll take it. Yeah, Calgary makes the playoffs. Awesome. That's my bold prediction. Plus, what's his name? Wolf is their goalie.
Yeah,
Dustin Wolf. Lazar, right? Or splitting kind of.
Dustin Wolf, by the way, 7th round pick in in the same year
as
he's American.
Yeah, same
right?
year as Hughes and Kawakako draft. By the way, that draft
another bold prediction. Wolf does well and gets placed on the U.S. Olympic team.
Wow.
Who would he
As
beat
one of
out?
3.
You beat out Swayman,
Because
maybe?
well,
Yeah.
number one and 2 are set, right? Hellebuck's the starter. I think,
Hellebuck and
unless he
Ottinger.
pairs this, so he's going to pass either Swayman or Demko.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, Demko's sitting on my IR right now, so
Yep.
he's
Well,
doing
they're
Who
talking
the hell
about him
knows what's
coming
going on
back
with
and
him?
playing.
Yeah,
So,
that's what they said. They said he's been skating on his own, but now with
Yeah.
the team. So
Yeah.
and
we
they
were
think that
talking
he
about-
just whatever it is, because we don't know, but the team knows.
Mhm.
Whatever injury it is, they think that he just has to play through it. Like he's just going to always have
That
this
sucks.
pain or whatever it is. Yeah, that sucks. But he might have to
And
like
that-
learn to.
I've had
play
those
through
injuries. I've had those types of injuries, and they suck
Yeah.
to do. But you adapt. You adapt. I mean,
Yeah.
I've adapted to mine to where if I feel it happening, I without even thinking adjust instinctively because of it. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, I still need to give
You're
my
good.
my good prediction.
Good bold
you're
prediction.
good. Yeah, you're good. Bold prediction.
How about this? Your Tampa Bay Lightning win the division.
That's not a good bold prediction. They should be.
I think that's pretty
should-
bold. Everybody's writing them
No,
off
it's
to not even make the
not.
playoffs.
They're a ridiculous. Who's saying they're not going to make the playoffs?
I hear all the time that
what
they're not
idiots
even.
do you listen to?
The one guy who does the Tampa podcast who calls Kale Makar Kale Maker.
Oh my god!
The one single Tampa
come on.
podcast.
Better prediction than that. He's going to make. They're going to
You
battle.
really think they can win the division? I think
Yeah,
that's pretty bold.
absolutely.
I don't think they can
By the
win
way,
the division.
Shrimp,
Absolutely.
I'm very much excited to go down to Tampa.
I'm
be a
excited
good
for you.
time.
I wish I were going. I wish
I
was
wish you were going too.
Is that right?
Yep.
To the grammar.
All right, good bold prediction. Come on, that one's of course, dude.
Oh.
Let's see.
While you're thinking, Shrimp,
how
I'll
about
buy
a
you a
team
little.
that doesn't make the playoffs?
No, that's your bad prediction though.
Shwim,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
you think of a bold prediction, and I'm going to read Max's from the chat.
Yeah, I saw
Max
this one.
has Canadians beat Buffalo for the last playoff spot.
Yeah,
That's
that
a bold
is
prediction. That's
That's
bold.
pretty bold.
Yeah. And his
I
bad
don't
prediction is the
think
Pens
Buffalo's
finish
Penguins.
last in the Metro.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Shwim, you've watched time.
I feel bad for the Penguins. I don't feel bad for the Penguins. They won cups. They're not going to be good.
We feel bad for our
They
for
might
for-
not make
for
the playoffs
Esteban.
again.
I don't feel bad for Esteban either. He doesn't feel bad for me when my team stinks.
I never feel bad for you when your team stinks either.
I know
but
you don't.
I still love you.
I didn't feel bad one bit when the Devils didn't make the playoffs after projecting to be the Stanley Cup winners last year. So
I still love you
Yeah.
though, Billy Dean.
I know. Shrimp.
Bold prediction:
Would it
Michu
be
loses
bold to
weight.
say? Wait, did he just say the Canadians beat out the Sabres?
Yeah.
To make it in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
That's the final playoff spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
That would
Yep.
be your boy. That would be your boy, Vinny, or not Vinny. Martin.
Marty. Yeah.
Marty
Marty.
making
I love Marty.
making some waves.
That'd be fantastic to see.
Would be.
I don't know, man.
All right. Keep thinking.
I
We're
don't
going to
know.
go back to this.
I'll
This-
keep
we're
thinking of
wasting
something.
time here.
I'll think of something.
All right. Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals. I have Western Conference Stars versus Canucks, and I have the Rangers versus Tampa.
Ooh. Okay. Somebody's high on my team.
I think you guys are going to win the Atlantic, and you'll see in a second. I have them in the Cup final.
Okay. I would like to see it.
Ooh.
I would love to see it, actually.
I didn't put my team in there because I don't think they're going to make enough moves to get that far. But I do think they can. They're absolutely capable of getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. So.
Who do you think is winning the President's Trophy and therefore not the Stanley Cup?
The Devils.
You just put them in.
Yeah. Listen, President's Trophy. I could see. Who would I put?
I'm picking Vegas. I think they win the President's Cup.
They always have
but
a
not,
flounder. Yeah.
They're a friggin' good team, man. But again,
They are.
they're not going to win
They're
the Stanley
really good.
Cup.
They're
I think
so
they're going to blow. They're going to blow in the playoffs, but they have a good damn team, man. They can go far again.
I would
And
say
they're starting off
the
good now again.
President's Trophy. I think that the team that wins the President's Trophy is going to win my Cup final. So you'll see in a minute.
Oh boy.
I think they're to blow the curse, break the curse.
No way. You're out of your mind.
Not you guys.
No, I know. The team in the West.
Yeah, team in the West. So let's see it. Eastern Conference, Western Conference. Schwim.
Eastern Conference final we're talking about. Okay.
Yep. So one Atlantic and one Metro. Unless you think a Metro team or an LA team is going to beat the two top-rated teams and go to the finals.
I'm going to go in the Eastern Conference final. I'm going to say Florida gets back there again, and then they're absolutely drained next year and completely fall off a cliff.
Okay.
Florida versus your New Jersey Devils.
Oh, fuck. Shorts?
Thief. That was going to be my Eastern final, was Florida Devils.
I have it too.
I'm going with that. And
sure.
And then your Western.
West, I'm going to go bold. I'm going to go
bold.
bold.
Oh, yeah, West too. I always pick Dallas, and they always friggin' upset me. But I just said Vegas is going to win the President's Trophy, so maybe I should put them in the conference finals at least.
All right, so VGK.
I guess. Can I go them? And I like Winnipeg. Can I go Winnipeg?
Aren't they in the same? So you're going to say that one of those two? Oh no, that's Pacific and Central. All right, so win. Okay.
Right, that's good. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And then shorts.
I'm going to go Western Final, Winnipeg, Calgary.
Nice.
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's another bold prediction.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I know.
I know. All right, so my Cup finals.
I called Calgary.
I have a not so bold prediction. I might be sleeping on the couch this season.
Nice.
You can stay in my house, man.
That is not bold.
Yep. My Cup final was Tampa, and the Dallas Stars, with the Stars winning the Cup.
Okay,
and
I like it.
Breaking the curse of the President's Trophy.
Okay. So you have Dallas getting the President's Trophy and then winning the Stanley Cup. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Shrimp. So it's between Florida Devils and Vegas Winnipeg.
I'm gonna go Winnipeg versus Florida again. Florida gets back there, trying to ride the coattails of Tampa, going to 3 straight, but then they lose. And your Stanley Cup champions are a Canadian
Winnipeg
team.
Jets.
A Canadian team finally wins the Stanley Cup. There's my bold prediction. I gave you 2 and 1.
Shorts guy has a Canadian team in the Cup Finals. So who's that finals team
winning it?
So the Cup final will be Winnipeg versus my New Jersey Devils, and Samu's prediction of 2025 comes true, and the Devils win the Stanley Cup this year.
Yeah,
nice.
Of course. Yep. Yep, that just makes sense. Jim, can you give me a bold prediction before we get out of here?
I did. My bold prediction was the
good
Canadian team winning the Stanley Cup.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll take that. Oh, no, that's actually a good one. All right, Canadian. So
Canadian. How about not? I'm not just saying Winnipeg, but a Canadian.
No, I'll just say Canada wins Cup.
There you go.
I like that. I'll take that one.
All right.
Not bad. We'll get Stevens later. Gentlemen, let's give some beer reviews and get out of here. Only because I want to watch the New Jersey, the New York Jets.
The New Jersey who?
The New Jersey Jets lose to the Buffalo Sabres of New York. Black Tag, solid 4. Good beer.
5.0, baby. 61. Woo!
Yeah. Whatever I give my cider, 4.5, 4.75, whatever. And by the way, I'm loving that I found my 95 Cup hat again.
That's a pretty great hat. And great jersey.
Yes, it is. Both are great. Both are great. And by the way, Brooke Amanda called you out in the chat for not saying that you love me back. So, just so you know.
What? Who?
Brooke Amanda said.
Dean.
No, well, because I said I loved you, Billy Dean, and you didn't say a thing back.
Yeah. I said yeah, because you were talking about the Devils. Yeah. I do.
I know you love me. I know you love me.
I do. I hate your team, but love you.
But you love me.
Take her home.
I love you both as well. Should I even say Happy Columbus Day? I don't know. Is that people really like that?
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yes.
You jerk.
Let's do that because
You self-righteous.
in my
Columbus.
in my
So hold on.
hometown of East Hanover, they have a friggin' statue dedicated
It's
to him.
horrible.
It's
East
ridiculous.
Hanover is
discovered-
the most
stupid.
ridiculous
The
Italian.
Italians there love him. They worship
Let
him.
me-
It's so
And
dumb.
They
so
do.
so
It is
let
so
me just
bad.
say this. Let me just say this. This is what I tell my students every year. He discovered this side of the world, just like if I discovered a vehicle which had unlocked doors with the keys in the ignition, if anyone has a key anymore, and the vehicle running, and you drive away with that vehicle and say, "Look what I discovered!"
No,
as you
But
steal that
first-
car.
And
but
he ran
first there were
over
people
and
in that car, and he
enslaved
threw them out
all
and
of
then
them.
ran
That's-
over.
That's,
Yes.
hey, there you go.
Yeah.
There is a
Yep.
good another addition to that one. Actually,
This
I
is
told it to my
Columbus.
college roommate, and he said, he said that on top of you park it on top of Native Americans.
Wow.
That's what he said.
Well, happy Columbus Day,
that's
all.
it. Yeah. Love you guys.